Raiders versus Kyler Murray and the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Las Vegas Raiders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he well, especially when we're talking. That's where I go.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 90 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard.
So here are the Giants under head coach Joe Judge. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive Player of the Week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Murray now. On a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Murray with a 3rd and long. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Murray. for it here, and this will be caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's now 4th.
Partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got...
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first-quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
A 7-yard
A lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of a race. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Raiders nothing.
Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The ball carrier.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll line up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with Geis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 23-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Joe Burrow is sacked.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
The 9-yard line.
Burrow throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. The Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll run for it. Geis. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. In fact, right on the 30. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Boy, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Completion here to Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Here's Murray. Man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Murray to air it out again. And he's got his man on the out route.
Murray's pass.
11 more on that one and another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New York.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Raiders' 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. First down, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 13-yard line.
On second down, here's Burrow. This will be caught just inside the... Up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now it's Burrow. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And out a little across.
From 27-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he spins away. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Murray's pass.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
1st down.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Here's Murray. It's a pickup.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 32. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Murray now on 1st down, being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A loss of 4 yards.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway. When he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Murray now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for number 15.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
To throw again. Murray escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Intercepted.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. Oh, pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That one, a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
16 more on that one and another first down.
16 yards.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Giants.
Throwing on first down is Murray. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Murray going to fire one out wide. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
88. Touchdown.
From 3 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can pull and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. Burrow. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Joe Burrow is sacked.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He's going to let this one go deep. And no, it's incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Number 86.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, New York.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Number 30.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stop.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A quick throw complete in the flat left. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
From 6 yards away. And the Giants add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Lost man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, it won't happen with contact.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
To number 8.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
21 yards. First down, New York.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Third and long.
That's out to the left and complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week. Another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early. Great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Play action. It's Burrow. His throw caught about the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
at their own 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments